Dear Avid, my name is Thomas Goss. I'm a professional composer and orchestrator who has used Sibelius software since the very first version was available. I'm hoping that you will read the message I sent or watch this video. Right now, the Sibelius community is reeling with shock and fear over the closing of the UK offices. A lot of people are blaming your CEOs with very harsh language and cynical judgments. While I personally don't feel that some of the reaction is justified, there's no question that you have put us into an impossible position. When you announced that there were going to be changes in the development team, there was almost nothing there for longtime users that would give us any confidence that this was a good move. Though I appreciate the excellent progress made by Sibelius on your watch, I have to say that this announcement has really burned a lot of bridges with your clients. We are not happy. I think you're operating under a false assumption here. When you purchased Sibelius a few years ago, what you got was not ownership of the idea and soul of a program. All you got was the stewardship of Sibelius software, the right to sell it, develop it, and profit thereby. Make no mistakes about this. Sibelius does not belong to you. It belongs to us. We are the ones who made it into a worldwide phenomenon, and we are the people who will decide whether to continue to support your ownership of the brand, not you. Sibelius 7 was an interesting direction for the program, a grand rethinking of the interface to make it universally useful. I was intrigued enough by this version to release over 2 hours of video review and analysis to help Sibelius viewers decide whether to move forward and upgrade. I myself now use version 7 exclusively, and I found it to ultimately be an improvement, though as a professional orchestrator I had to relearn many key steps. In the end, my workflow is now faster than before. But listen up. I had a couple of hundred suggestions for improvements, some of which have been needed since version 1. These were going to be put into another video, and many of them have already been shared with Daniel Spreadberry and his team. But I'm not going to be making that video now. Why? Because you fired all those people. They were some of the smartest, most ingenious software developers in the business. Now my relationship with them is meaningless. Maybe that doesn't matter to you in the grand scheme of things, but it matters a lot to me. Those people gave me confidence and a sense of inclusion that I've never had with any other software I use. You see, when you absorbed Sibelius, you inherited a full decade of goodwill and respect that the development team had built. That is a real definable factor in the business of creative arts. This isn't orange juice or soybeans. This is human beings helping other human beings realize their full artistic potential. It's a matter of trust, much of which has been squandered in my view. Right now, the general consensus is that your continued interest in Sibelius is solely motivated by its ability to continue to make money for you, and not by its legacy and the huge community that relies upon it. And forget about what I think. That's what most of your users are saying. Are there any social networking groups out there that are taking your side in this? Any at all? You see, this is not political. This is not the developers versus Avid. This is your clientele stepping back and collectively gasping over what they see as a huge disaster. So the way I see it, this community of clientele is only going to be satisfied with one of two options. One is that you sell Sibelius back to the Finn brothers. They'll rehire the UK team, and we will be happy again. The other option is restore our faith. The situation we're in right now is not the development team's fault, and it's not our fault. Step up to the plate now, accept some responsibility for the current situation, and take solid, active steps to rebuild our trust in your future stewardship of our program. Show us how we'll be better served by the changes you proposed, and if you can't, then please admit that you have no other option right now, and engage with us visibly. Include our involvement in helping to shape the future of this unique, irreplaceable application. I said it before, and I'll say it again. We own Sibelius. We each own a copy of the program, and all the owners of all the copies put together is what Sibelius is. That is something you cannot trade or profit in without our involvement. Yes, your company is in trouble, and you have to cut corners. But we won't let you use us to help you get out of trouble. We don't deserve that, especially the ones who've been cheering Sibelius on the hardest for the past 12 years. Very respectfully yours, Thomas Goss.